high school, I won an award for a penguin sculpture that I made. And of course, my mother freaked out because she thought that now I wanted to be an artist, right? She was like, you're not going to do that. You need to focus on science. I was just taking an elective art course because I've always loved creating art. I've always loved art. But my mom, you know, with good intentions, she just didn't want me to have a life of an artist that struggles and makes no money, which is completely understandable, but she didn't understand how I saw art as an outlet, as a way of connecting with myself, as a way of expressing my own emotions, not because I wanted to be a sculptor, not because I wanted to be a painter. That was never on my mind. But what was on my mind was to continuously create art. And I really hate that I don't create any art anymore. I'd say that the only art that I'm creating currently is all of this content creation because it requires a lot of creativity. And I feel so connected with myself now because I've found an outlet where I get to create art. But I'm really pushing myself to go back and grab the paintbrush, go back and grab charcoal, because I used to sketch a lot with charcoal and I loved it. I write pretty frequently. That's another way that I get to create art, right? That I get to connect with that creativity. But I'd love to go back to that because, like I said, my intention was never to become a sculptor or a painter. It was just to create art as an outlet for the fun of it, for expressing my own emotions and then hanging it inside of my house, but never to live off of being an artist. And I think that a lot of parents get that confused because they're so afraid that their children are going to be poor and not be able to cover their own bills. But for a lot of us, it's just for the sake of it, just for connecting with ourselves, and that's it.